Hey, today is December 21st, end of the world day. Um, and it is really freaking cold. Sorry, hold on first. It is way too freaking cold, man. Yeah. So it's funny how I just buttoned up my pants. Yeah, so today is like end of the world day, blah blah blah. But it's also the day where I found out the decision for whether or not I could stay in Japan for a year. Considering you're watching this in the future, you definitely know what happened. Um, so I woke up this morning to a text from Kimura-san, or an email. The email was titled "The Result," and I don't know. I was laying in bed and I was just like, just no apprehension. Like apprehension, like crossed my mind. I was like, do I want to do this? But then it was just like, I have to, like sure, like not not giving it a second thought. It's open, and it said, I regret to inform you that your application has not been accepted. Um, I read that and I was just like, oh, okay, yeah. And some time passed by, and I brushed my teeth, and I was just like, rah. I got on my computer, I got on Skype, and I'm still just like, dude. I call my mom, I try to, keyword being try, to send her a voicemail. But as soon as her answering machine picks up and I send her it, I choke. I can't talk. Having to vocalize the fact that I can't stay in Japan for a whole year, that I'm only going to be here for less than a month now. The fact that I had to vocalize that after just reading it, it just made it so much more real. And it really made it set in. So much so that my mom heard the message. She couldn't understand it, but she heard the message. Luckily for me, I tried calling back a few minutes later and actually got through. And then I just had a hard time talking. Just, yeah. I mean, I was trying to hold back the tears. I was trying to, but it just wouldn't do. After I was just like, you know what, screw it, I have to cry it out. I know girls do it and they understand perfectly. I don't understand crying it out, but I mean, like, it helped a bit, you know? I mean, it's not like tears were pouring, but I mean, just accepting the fact, just accepting crying and just doing it helped. Helped. I was talking to my mom, so she saw me in that condition, and the whole time I'm talking to her and my dad, I'm just like wiping my eyes, blowing my nose, just like, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just so real. I mean, I'm earlier today, like after that happened, after the initial shock went through, then I really just sat there and thought, you know what, that just shows that if God doesn't have that in His plan for me, then He has something better at home. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And I promise you I'm not crying right now. I don't know, I'm just really tired. But He wants me at home. He doesn't want me to go yet. So I'll stay home. And I will not go yet. Oh crap, I totally forgot that I was recording. Sorry. I was like thinking and then my brain just went blank. Um, my bad. Right. I feel bad now. But yeah, I mean, so initially this morning I just kind of, yeah, trust in God, things gonna happen. After that it was good. I mean, you know, like I went to school, we had the Christmas party, and the whole time people are asking me like, actually no, not even, like, so I get there and I'm walking into the room and my friends see me from outside and so they run up to me and give me a hug and I'm just like, yeah, and I'm like, what's up guys, you know, they're like, oh, who told you? Andrew. Mm. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it, you know, that's all. So that happened with a few people. It's just like, um, one of my buddies told them beforehand because I texted him this morning, and yeah, I don't know. It's okay though. I mean, I've really come to terms with it and just accepting it and thinking and just acknowledging it. I mean, it's hard to believe that it's so soon that it's happening. It's, I mean, after I get back from Tokyo, I have one, two, about 2.5 ish weeks, a little bit more than that. And then I'm back home. The thought's ridiculous. I mean, I've been here for the past 4 months, and it really feels like home to me. This room, this place feels like home. I remember when I first got here, um, like I was chilling here and I was just like, you know, Japan's chill and all, but it doesn't feel like home. And now I really can say that it's home. I love Hawaii and that will always be my home, but I mean, just right now, this room, this place, it's, I just look around and I just associate it with me. It's really just become a part of almost my character and everything, from the post-it notes on the walls to the post-it note on my lamp saying "Study Nihongo," to the M&M picture frame on my fridge that doesn't have a picture in it, to all the cup noodles on my fridge, to the boxes sitting in the corner from got in the mail, to this freaking thing, freaking like coat rack that I don't, or coat hanger that I don't use to hang coats, to my bed right next to me. I mean, it all just, yeah. This really just feels home. I don't know. I still remember the first day walking in here. Still remember that day. I still remember that day. I walked in, it was me, Anna, I think Bernhard, and the other girl from Austria whose name I can't remember at the moment. I feel terrible for it. But it was us and Kana walking into my room, and Kana was kind of showing us around, showing us. Granted, it was all in Japanese because Kana, her English is getting better, but yeah. And so like I was like, yeah, okay, I kind of get the idea. Anna was translating a little bit, but yeah. I mean, and I still remember that day. I still remember that day. I'll never forget that day. I'll never forget coming up the elevator, walking out, trying to find my room, looking toward building, or looking at the signs on the walls, walking through the doors to the wings of the building, walking from C to B to A, finally finding my room, I remember that. I remember walking through Izumi by Izumichuo by Izumiya. I remember walking through and seeing all the bikes there and seeing all the bikes parked there and just exploring around, looking at the shops, finding Saria. I still remember it all. I still remember the campus tour we had, walking from the class buildings to the cafeteria. I still remember getting lunch in the cafeteria with Wally and meeting the Chinese students there, talking with them. I still remember looking at the fountain thinking it was the dopest thing. I don't know, the fountain in the middle of my school just looks so cool. I still remember that walk to 7-Eleven. I still remember walking back with Wally, talking story with him, trying to figure out what's up in his life. Having a difficult time because he's still learning English and I was crap Japanese at the time. I still remember that first shower, trying to figure out how my freaking heater worked. I thought that I was supposed to leave it on for a bit and then shower, and then like leave it on for a bit, turn it off, then shower. So I jumped into a cold freaking shower that first night. And then eventually I was messing around with it that day, or before my shower, and I was just like, oh freak, finally I got it. I still remember the storms that happened when I first got here, the ridiculousness of it. I don't know. I still remember the sunsets. I still remember waking up on time and actually having a good sleep schedule in the beginning. I still remember the cooking. It's not much different from now. Frick. I still remember the walks to school on hot days and trying to find cover underneath the overpass of cars and chilling under there waiting for the stoplight to turn green so that way I could cross the street. I still remember going to Saria every day, finding random crap for 100 yen and buying it because I wanted to use it or I needed it. I still remember moving stuff around my room, trying to get it figured out. I still remember buying my stamp from the 100 yen store, Yoshimoto. I don't know. It's crazy. I almost think of my life here and my life back home as two completely different lives. I mean, I've only been here for 4 months, but it's my life now. And it will be for the next few weeks. And then I get to go back to reality. Back to the place I call home, back to the life that I was used to. when I'm just looking at my birthday card and see the picture of Wakana and I on the chilling on the front. It says Happy Birthday, Michael, 02/11/2012, and I'm just thinking about all the Japanese people here. It's okay though. It's okay. One, I'll just come back in summer. I have that in my plan already. Get a job throughout the semester, make money, fly back here in summer, chill here. I don't know how long, a few weeks, a month, I don't care. As long as I come back, I'll be happy. And two, I know that back home, God has a plan for me. I don't know what that is yet. I don't know what could be so incredible, what could be so good, so great, that it'll trump another semester in Japan. But I trust God, and I know that He's going to make it happen. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be good. I really learned a lot about myself this past few months. I mean, really things and tests that I would never have had back home, things that I would have been just too sheltered to really experience, to really be tempted by, and it's just crazy. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna cry on the plane back. I'm gonna cry on the plane ride back. I'm crying right now. I'm gonna be crying like a baby on the plane ride back. I mean, this is a place that I've called home for the past 4 months, and it's gonna be something that I'll continue to think of as home. I don't know. I don't know if this is the sense that every person gets when they move out from their home for a certain period of time. I'm curious as to if this is what Leilani felt when she moved back from Omaha, where she identified herself with Omaha, Nebraska, and where she really, it became her home. I'm curious as to the repercussions of me moving back home, the way I'll feel, the way I'll do things, the way I'll act. I wonder if I'll fall back into the flow of Michael, or if I'll be just an entirely new being. I mean, I know that I'm a new person. I know that I'm a different person now than I was when I first left. I mean, I've grown a lot, I've learned a lot, but I mean, I just wonder if I'll be the Michael, the guy from Hawaii, Michael, or Michael, the guy that lives. I can't even decide between lives and lived, because as true as the lived will be, lives is just something that I totally just feel more at home with. If I'll be that Michael that lives in Japan, I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine how much worse this would be if I got the year. After living here for a year, if I could move back home, back to everything else, you know, how much crazier that adaptation? No. How much crazier that would have been. Frick, dude. I don't know, but God, you're gonna do something. Whatever it is, I don't know what. But you're gonna do something. Alright. This has gone way too long. This has gone way too long. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. For the record, I mean, as disappointed, as sad as I am that I don't get to stay, I'm very happy and I'm very excited for what the future holds for me because I know that there's going to be something so good. So good. Yeah. Okay. Love you. Bye bye.